Get free tech advice for your business from O2 Gurus. Search O2 Business for more. Hey guys, welcome to Btekt. It's Basil here with a Nokia Lumia 1520 running Windows Phone 10. This is a beta and it makes for the perfect device to compare with the latest Android device that I've got in my hands, given the fact they're both phablets, they're both freaking awesome and they look sensational. It is, of course, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. The S6 Edge Plus has a 5.7-inch Quad HD display. It's also running Android's latest version of TouchWiz as well. It's got 4 GB of RAM, a curved panel, 16 megapixel camera, octa-core processor. It's an absolute powerhouse, but how does it stack up against Old Faithful here? Arguably the best Windows Phone money can buy. Well, 6 inches of screen versus 5.7, but it's a 6-inch full HD panel, so it isn't anywhere near sharp. It's not an AMOLED, it's an LCD, and that's versus the AMOLED Quad HD screen on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. You can see the designs are super different. This is old school Nokia at its best. It looks sensational. I've got the yellow version, which is my favorite. It's a matte material. Very sharp corners, does dig into the hand a little bit, but boy does it stand out from the crowd. Taking a look side by side, you can see the S6 Edge Plus is way, way thinner, but it looks like a blown-up S6. S6 Edge. So if you've seen one, you'll know exactly what to expect here. As far as ports and buttons go, volume rocker, power button, and a camera button on the Nokia Lumia. Down at the base, micro USB connector. Left side, no buttons, but you do have an expandable micro SD card slot, and of course, you've got that SIM card slot too. 3.5mm jack up at the top, and around the back is a 20 megapixel optically image stabilized rear-facing camera with a dual flash. This also supports wireless charging out of the box, just like this. As far as the ports and buttons on here goes, right-hand side you've got that power button, down at the base micro USB connector, 3.5mm jack and loudspeaker as well. It's a micro USB Type 2, not Type C. You've also got volume buttons. Up at the top is the SIM card slot, and around the back that 16 megapixel rear-facing camera, glass backing, and a side by side. You can see both of these screens are different. We can put it closer into frame, swipe a little bit on both so you can get an idea of exactly how this looks. It would have been so incredible to see Windows Phone run with an AMOLED screen of this size and this quality, given all the blacks you've got native in the operating system. But that's really where this phone wins, hands down and then some. You've got a Quad HD panel, curved glass, instantly feels great in the hand in spite of the fact it is a large screen phone. You've got very, very little bezel as well, up top, bottom, and to the right and left compared to the Lumia. If we take a look closer, you can also see colors are super vibrant. Blacks are definitely really nice and deep. We saw some video earlier on this thing. The user interface is also really, really simple. It's Samsung's TouchWiz. Left-hand side, you've got Flipboard briefing. You can turn this off. This is a news aggregator. Right-hand side, you've got applications which you can populate with, home screens you can populate with applications and widgets. You've also got your applications tray as well, and pull down from the top for your notifications tray. Windows Phone 10. This is cool. I like this. You swipe through and you've got some real improvements. In addition to the fact you can very, very clearly see everything isolated by letter in terms of your applications, you can also jump straight through to a letter as well. Jumping out of that, we can go home and see our live tiles, and we can long press for our multitasking options. If we swipe from the top, you can see right here, you've got your emails with My Emails, so that's all your notifications, and an expandable set of quick toggles too. Swipe that out of the way, and that's pretty much Windows Phone 10. But you can do a few other things, as with iOS. Think it's long press, you can bring the whole user interface down, so it's better for people with smaller hands, not like me. If you were to long press again, it pulls it all back up, and now we can talk about the camera and optics on this thing. 16 megapixel rear camera versus a 20 megapixel rear camera. Both are optically image stabilized. The performance from the pure view camera has historically been very good. It'll be really interesting to see how it stacks up against the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. Although I reckon it's going to be very, very similar in terms of performance to the S6 Edge. It's the same sensor, but you can do some cool, fun things with it. You can stream directly to YouTube, and you can do something called a video collage. That's exactly what I've got here. So it's a collage of videos oriented as a square that looks perfect for something like Instagram, for example. Just guessing that's what Samsung was going for. As far as the internals go, Snapdragon 801 with 2 GB of RAM, Exynos 7 processor, octa-core with 4 GB of RAM. Also, you can get up to Cat 9 LTE on this thing, but if you're in the UK, only up to Cat 4. Also, 3000 mAh battery versus a 3400 mAh battery on the Nokia Lumia 1520. Really, that's our comparison done and dusted, but if you've got any questions as to how the two compare, anything you want to ask us about Windows Phone 10, we've been using this for a fair while, it's a beta. Make sure you fire that in the comments section below. If you like the video, then click the like button, and of course, if you like Btekt in general, subscribe. That's how you're going to stay on top of everything that we do. Thanks for watching.